Hey there and welcome to Scandal Steep. Lil Baby might be dealing with some major drama as an Instagram model, who goes by the name Story, recently made a shocking claim on social media. She alleges that the rapper is the father of her young daughter. And let me tell you, Lil Baby is not happy about it. Story took to Instagram to spill all the tea, even calling him out for allegedly neglecting their child. This situation has everything: secrets, receipts, and even a touch of desperation. Buckle up, because this Instagram saga is piping hot. The woman at the center of the controversy is known as Story on social media, but her real name is Amira. According to her, Lil Baby is the father of her 3-year-old daughter. In a heartfelt video she posted online, she claimed she has been raising their daughter on her own and is now publicly asking for his help. Story explained that she never wanted things to go this way but felt compelled to reach out after 3 years of silence. She admitted that her pride had held her back from contacting him sooner, but said she felt guided by a higher power to finally set her pride aside. In her Instagram caption, Story wrote, "Lil Baby, can you please help me and your daughter? This isn't the route I want to take, but I need your help. My pride got in the way, and I raised her for 3 years without asking you for anything. God told me this morning to let go of my pride and just ask for help. So here I am." She also mentioned that her full story is available on YouTube for anyone wanting to hear the details straight from her. In the video, Story opened up about her situation. She explained that she initially didn't know Lil Baby was the father and only found out later. She described hoping he would step up to help her and emphasized that she wasn't asking for a handout but genuinely needed financial support. She also revealed that her home had been broken into recently, leaving her in a vulnerable position. While discussing her struggles, Story expressed a desire to turn her life around, stating that she wanted to leave behind her work on platforms like OnlyFans and focus on healing and doing what's best for her and her daughter. However, things get even more complicated. According to Story, she doesn't currently have custody of her children, which has led many people to question the authenticity of her claims and her motivations for seeking help. From an outsider's perspective, it seems like she might be asking for support more to cover her personal expenses than for the child's needs. To back up her claims, Story has been posting side-by-side photos of Lil Baby and her daughter to highlight their resemblance. While some similarities exist, they're not exactly definitive proof of paternity. Critics have pointed out that Story's decision to take this matter to social media, instead of handling it privately or legally, raises eyebrows. Many feel it looks more like an attempt to gain clout than a genuine plea for help. One person commented, "One thing about Lil Baby is he's not a deadbeat dad. If that's his child, he'll take care of her but not the mother." Another noted, "It's strange that this child is 3 years old, and she hasn't taken legal action. What's stopping her from filing court papers?" This backlash isn't entirely unwarranted. If Story is serious about securing financial support for her daughter, pursuing a legal route such as filing for a paternity test seems like the logical step. Instead, her choice to go public on social media has made her intentions appear questionable. Adding to the skepticism is her frequent presence on controversial YouTube dating shows, where contestants engage in over-the-top challenges for attention. She was also spotted in a video alongside Charleston White and Lil Woody, which only adds fuel to the fire. Whenever someone brings this type of drama to the internet instead of resolving it privately, it inevitably gives off clout-chasing vibes. If Story's goal is to secure support for her daughter, the legal system offers a clear path. But if her intention is to stir up public interest and possibly boost her OnlyFans subscriber count, then she succeeded. As of now, Lil Baby hasn't addressed the situation publicly, which isn't surprising. He's known for staying out of social media disputes, especially ones as messy as this. Most likely, his lawyers are handling it behind the scenes. This isn't the first time a celebrity has faced paternity drama. It's practically a rite of passage for high-profile figures to deal with allegations like these. Sometimes the claims are legitimate, and other times they're not. For example, remember when Drake initially denied that Sophie Brousseau's son Adonis was his? That situation escalated until Drake had no choice but to acknowledge the child publicly. Let's rewind to 2018 when the world discovered that Drake had a secret child. The news came to light thanks to rapper Pusha T, who exposed Drake's parenthood in the diss track The Story of Adidon. Pusha accused Drake of hiding his son, rapping, "You are hiding a child, let that boy come home." The internet erupted in shock. At the time, Drake's relationship with Sophie, a former adult film star, wasn't serious, but she became pregnant after their brief fling. Initially, Drake demanded a paternity test, which is a standard move in these situations. For months, Sophie quietly gave hints about Drake's involvement without explicitly calling him out. It wasn't until Push's diss track went viral that Drake finally confirmed Adonis's existence. On his album Scorpion, he rapped, "I wasn't hiding my kid from the world, I was hiding the world from my kid." He explained that he wanted to shield his son from the pressures of fame. Since then, Drake has embraced fatherhood, sharing adorable photos of Adonis on social media and even bringing him to public events like the Billboard Music Awards. Despite this, fans still side-eyed Drake for how long it took him to acknowledge his child publicly. Similarly, Chris Brown has also had his fair share of paternity controversies. The most notable involved Nia Guzman, the mother of his daughter Royalty. Initially, Chris was hesitant to accept the claims, but a paternity test confirmed he was the father. In 2015, the news broke that Chris had a 9-month-old daughter, which came as a shock to both him and his fans. Unlike Drake, Chris took responsibility right away. Once the test results were in, he publicly acknowledged Royalty and expressed his desire to be a part of her life. However, the situation quickly turned sour when Nia demanded $115,000 a month in child support, arguing that Chris's luxurious lifestyle warranted such an amount. Chris accused Nia of trying to profit off their child and took her to court to establish a formal custody arrangement. Despite the tension, Royalty became a turning point for Chris. He cleaned up his image and often shares sweet moments of father-daughter time on social media. He even named an album after her and dedicated it to his journey as a dad. Even Justin Bieber wasn't immune to paternity drama. At one point, a woman claimed he fathered her child after a backstage hookup at one of his concerts. Justin swiftly shut down the rumors with a paternity test, and the situation quickly faded away. Meanwhile, Future has dealt with numerous paternity claims, solidifying his reputation for baby mama drama. One of the most notable cases involved Eliza Serafin, who went to great lengths to prove he was the father of her child. So why do these paternity allegations keep happening to celebrities? The answer is simple: fame and money. Once someone reaches a certain level of success, they become an easy target for these kinds of claims. With social media, it's easier than ever to air out accusations and grab people's attention. For people like Story, it's a quick way to generate buzz, whether the allegations are true or not. Stories like these spread like wildfire, and suddenly, everyone is checking out her page. For now, the ball is in Lil Baby's court. If Story genuinely wants to prove her case, she'll need to go through the legal system. But until then, the internet will continue to speculate. The way this is playing out makes it seem less about the child and more about creating drama. At the end of the day, this situation is messy, and we don't know what's really happening behind the scenes. If Lil Baby is indeed the father, he should step up. But if not, Story may need to rethink her approach. Either way, the story has everyone talking, which is exactly what Story likely wanted. What do you think? Could the child really be Lil Baby's? Let us know your thoughts, and stay tuned for updates on this.